This is now the Diaries of Abused Women, Story 6, which is titled The Detective and the Pedophile. My name is Diane Jones, and I have a story to tell you. Welcome to Dallas, Texas, a beautiful city that has grown into a metropolis. Some of the freeways in Dallas is absolutely beautiful. As you drive down Central Expressway going up through North Dallas, the beautiful glass building will just take your breath away. Dallas, Texas has a lot to offer. My husband and I moved from New York to Dallas, Texas years ago. And we started a detective business, and our businesses flourished. However, sadly last year my husband of 25 years died, and I was devastated. So for 5 years, I put all of my time and energy in my husband's detective businesses, trying to keep it going, and I did well. I did so well until I was inspired to open 4 more offices throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And my businesses was flourishing, and it felt great. Then as time passed by, I began to get lonely because I was independently wealthy, but I was lonely. And I had no one to share my life with. But I was determined to find someone so that I could have the full package. Then out of the blue, as I was having dinner all by myself at an exquisite restaurant downtown Dallas, suddenly I was approached by this tall, tan, handsome white male named John. And I was taken by him. He seemed to be a smart businessman. And I liked him after talking with him for several hours. So I had dinner with him. And as months passed by, I went out with him several times. And I was really starting to like him. So I invited him to my home to meet my 15-year-old daughter and my 17-year-old son. And they really did like him. I was extremely happy. I thought that I had found someone special. So I really felt for him hard. However, as time went by, he became possessive and controlling. So I had him checked out thoroughly by my detective service. And sadly, I discovered that he was abusive, a stalker, and there were some documents that my detective found downtown at the courthouse in his divorce files that said he was accused by the police department of being a pedophile. So I broke up with him over the phone. I had my telephone number changed, and I never did see him again. However, as time passed by, he began to follow me around. So I had to have a restraining order put on him to where he couldn't come anywhere near me or he would be arrested. However, since I own 5 detective businesses, I had one of my detectives to keep an eye on him. However, as time went by, I became scared because he sent a threatening letter to my home. So I had my alarm system updated. So I wasn't worried about his threats anymore. Nevertheless, one night when I set the alarm on, my children and I had went to bed at 10 p.m. Then around 1 a.m., someone tried to break in my home through the downstairs door. But when I cut on the panic alarm button, they ran away. The police called me. Then they came out to my home and took a report. I knew in my heart that it was John, but I couldn't prove it. Nevertheless, as time passed by, I was determined to catch him. So I had his home watched 24 hours a day, and I had him followed, and it paid off. One night, 2 of my detectives followed behind his car from his home to a local park, and they taped his every move with a camcorder. He got out of his car and walked up through the park. He spotted a young girl jogging through the park, and he pulled her to some trees and tried to rape her. And my guys caught him red-handed. One of them wrestled him down to the ground and held on to him, while the other one called the police. And when the police came, they put him in their car and took him away to jail. When he went to court, he was sentenced to 3 years because of a previous case he had when he tried to rape another young girl. As time passed by, I met a wonderful man that loved me and my children, and we got married. And we started another business, which I named Check Your Man Out. It was a business where women contacted me and gave me all of their boyfriends, husbands, or friends' personal information. And I checked them out through the police department to see if they had a criminal record. And as time passed by, my businesses flourished. And I learned a very valuable lesson. And it is, if you are in doubt about a man you are seeing, have him checked out. If not for your sake, then for your children's. Thank you.